The Apostle Paul tells us that in light of God's mercy, we should present our bodies as living sacrifices, for this is our reasonable service of worship. I love that because he's saying we surrender everything in light of God's mercy. And that when we do, that is a part of our worship. In fact, our worship is incomplete without our surrender. Now, let me read this verse from the Message. Take your everyday, ordinary life, your eating, sleeping, going to work, walking around life, and place it before God as an offering. I'll tell you how I did that 20 years ago. I was at a prayer retreat with Jim. We were out in the camping area, and I was taking an early morning quiet time walk, and I was praying. And I was really into it, loving God, asking Him for things, and giving Him everything in my life. And it's as though He tapped me on the shoulder and He said, Kay, you're giving me everything. Would you give up Frosties for me? And it stopped me in my tracks, and I thought, oh, God wouldn't ask me to give up Frosties. That was my favorite treat in the world. But I thought about it and realized he was serious, and so I said, well, God, if that's what you're asking me to do, I'll never have another Frosty. And you know, the truth is, in 20 years, I haven't, and I haven't even missed them. What's my point? My point is this: surrender is a lifelong process. It's a once and for all commitment. But as we go through life, there are those times when God may tap us on the shoulder and say, we haven't quite given up everything. It's important that we do, because that's the only way we can have the fullness of that personal connection with Him.